I gotta hit the beat.
I don't wanna go south, going hard. Praise the Most High. Post. Y'all said I never follow anybody's tail. I'm ahead 'cause I follow my lead. I follow my lead, and everybody knows that I'm a legend. I'm a leader 'cause hey yo, I'm on my own lead. I'm a reverend, I'm a leader, I'm a teacher, a believer. I deliver, I don't give up, I be legendary. Just confess it, don't oppress it, don't reject it, don't forget it. I'm a passion, I'm your medicine, I'm necessary. Hey, Post, gon' get 'em, hit 'em where the rhythm that breaks all resistance.
Yes, sir. Legends can only be found at the home of premium free content, which is right here. Welcome to another edition, exciting edition of that, of a B-Ball and all. It is Sports Connected. It's premium free all day, every day. Let's rock, shall we? We check out, of course, all the trending topics from this past week. And yes, there's been many of them. And we welcome the son of the lion, Mr. Percy Mukwebo, in the flesh. In the building is joining me a little bit later, but lots to talk about, especially on the social side. I don't know if you guys saw Bronny James with that dunk. I think somebody needs to watch their head. A young man is certainly figuring it out. We hope to see him in the pros in the next coming years. Maybe 2 years or so we'll see him in the NBA. We'll have to wait and see about that. Congratulations, by the way, to another legend, Stephen Curry, on getting one of the most coveted chains in the street you can ever get. That is a death row chain from Uncle Snoop. He gave it to him. It's safe to say Mr. Steph is a certified street dude at this point in time. And speaking of congratulations, we want to say shout out and congratulations to Draymond Green, NBA champion. Draymond Green on getting married also just this past weekend. LeBron James, Jason Tatum, Rich Paul of Clutch Sports were among the people that attended his wedding. Lots of guys are getting married this off-season. I mean, Paul George also had his wedding, I think, in Italy a couple of weeks back. Shout out to all the guys doing right by our young ladies as well, their fiancés. And of course, many other storylines, man. I saw KD and James Harden together at a Travis Scott concert, bump into some music, and I'm just like, I don't know about you. It's kind of looking scary. Could he be going to Philadelphia? I mean, if that were to happen, how would it happen? I don't know. You'd have to let us know what that is all about. But shout out to the boys for having fun. I mean, hey, it is the off-season after all. Speaking of having fun, we're going to have a lot of that coming up after the break. The son of the lion, the son of Kobe Mukwebo, is in the building. Mr. P coming up next. Don't switch that down.
I gotta hit the beat.
I don't wanna go south, going hard. Praise the Most High. Post. Y'all said I never follow anybody's tail. I'm ahead 'cause I follow my lead. I follow my lead, and everybody knows that I'm a legend. I'm a leader 'cause hey yo, I'm on my own lead. I'm a reverend, I'm a leader, I'm a teacher, a believer.
Welcome back. You're still tuned into the hottest show in the land. It is B-Ball and all. Right here on Sports Connected. Of course, I did promise you Mr. Pete Postman, Percy Mukwebo, is in the building. Looking all swaggy, you feel me? I want to almost do a drip check. I just feel like,
oh my word, man.
I mean, natural.
Look at you. Oh, blinging and everything.
It's people to know, baby. You got to come correct. You know,
check
it's good to see you, fam.
It's
How
good
you,
to
man?
see you too, man. Thanks for having me, man.
Always. Tell me about, I know, generally with artists, right?
Yeah.
And personalities of your caliber, there's always the artist and then the person, right?
Yeah.
It's generally a two-person thing, which is weird, but I get it because I'm an artist as well. P. Postman versus Percy Mukwebo, right?
Yeah.
What would you say is the difference between the two?
I'd say P. Postman is more of the alter ego of Percy Mukwebo, you know? He's more free to just express art, express views in ways. I guess he gets to get away with a lot of things because, you know. But then Percy Mukwebo is more of, you know, the kid that his parents instilled a lot of, you know, humanity and all these morals that, you know, have to go along with actually being a good human being.
Yes,
so,
yes.
I think that's where we could actually look at the two different personalities or personas.
I got you.
So yeah, man. Percy Mukwebo is more, you know, about life itself.
Yeah.
And Postman is more about, yo, let's get this money.
I get you.
and all that good stuff.
I get you. But when you say Percy Mukwebo, it's a name, as many of you may recognize. It's a name that's a very popular name that comes with a lot of pedigree, a lot of a star power, if you will. Percy's dad is a superstar and a legend in his own right. And I want to know, if I think about it now, having a dad like that, right?
Yeah.
And having you do what you do, being a musician, being an artist, I wonder what the influence was.
Actually, I can't really say I would be an artist if it wasn't for my dad, because it all starts by genetics to begin with. You know what I mean? Like, I look at my family and I see all my siblings sing. All of them, you know? And it's, I mean, the only answer to that is genetics.
Yes.
So I can't really shy away or, you know, be anything that I am without actually mentioning my dad in the first place.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
So it's been quite tricky actually to even, you know, step out of his shadow, you know, and become your own type of, you know, person and become a brand that, you know, is spoken about merely or genuinely just because of the art it represents on its own.
In the absence of your dad, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's been kind of tricky as well. So also my identity, like when I released my first album, my dad wrote most of the stuff for me.
Oh, word?
Yeah, exactly. Like even the Zambia track, the Of Love in Kwaito.
No ways.
He wrote
Your dad
he
wrote
wrote
that?
my verse for me. Yeah. He wrote yeah, what I was singing, and Zambia, I think Nimrod and Kosi was helping him with that.
Yeah.
But basically, like in the initial stages of my career, my dad did most of the work for me, you know?
Wow.
So also having to find my own sound away from the reggae that he had instilled in me and all that stuff was quite another journey of its own, you know? Like, yeah.
you.
So, yeah, man. There's a lot that comes with me and my dad.
With being a mukwe, you know, you understand? You can even hear the say, mukwe. It's like it commands respect, you know?
You know what I mean? Yeah.
But anyway, I mean, also the other spanner in the works is that you were a child star, right? Yeah. You were a young kid who became a superstar in his own right. And I remember just as he came into the studio today, there's people who came up to us and saying, yo, this is Percy, right?
Yeah.
And we're like, yeah, it's him.
Yeah. So
being a child star, having to transform, having to be that guy at such a young age and having to sustain that and be where you are now, how did you do that? Because we see a lot of people do it, become superstars. Even in today's world, there's TikTok, there's all these different platforms. You pop like this, but then can you sustain it? Can you still be there years and years and years later on? And it can't be the genetics of your dad. That you had to have done on your own.
yeah, man. I think that I managed to do by also just remaining, you know, real to myself, real to the sound that I believe I'm about.
Yes, sir.
You know, and not being, you know, directed by every other wave that comes with a different era, or you know, because I think I'm actually from a different era and I'm existing in this one now. Because if you look at it, most of my peers that I was doing this whole music thing with back in the day, most of them ain't even doing it no more.
You don't see them. I was about to say that the guys that you started with at that time that were popping, whether they were popping more than you or you were popping more than them, I don't see them right now, dog.
So it's just, I think even, I mean, look at the evolution of music from, you know, when we were doing it as teenagers until now. Like, how many shifts of waves have, you know, come up and gone and everything, you know what I mean? So I think it's also just doing music that stands the test of time. You know, music that is not something that you would listen to now, and then 2 months later, you feeling like, I don't feel like listening to that track anymore.
Yeah.
You know, and then it's gone. You know, so I really like to like make songs that, you know, you could still. I mean, like that Zambia track.
Yeah.
Man, how long ago was that? That was like
And we
20 years ago.
It's crazy because, and we bump it to this day. I was bumping it on the way here. I bumped it before we
me?
started chatting, right? And I'm
Yeah.
just like, damn! This stuff still bangs to this day, man.
Yeah, man. So I think that's the trick for me, and
Yeah.
that's how I kind of manage to, you know, sustain my craft until now. Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is one of the situations where we can actually thank the genes and say, thank you, Dad. Thank you for the people that came before him, right? Look, man, let's take a quick break. So much to talk about, so little time. But I want to also play a little game with Mr. P. Stay tuned, we'll be right back. Yes, sir. Back like we never left. It is still B-Ball and all right here on Sports Connect. We're premium free all day, every day. Pete Post is in the building. You know what it is.
Yes, sir.
Looking all swaggy.
Ah,
As always.
my G.
I can't get
we
over.
got it.
Dog, I can never get over the drip. Like whenever I see somebody drip like this, I'm like, they gotta be an artist.
Nah, man, you gotta represent, man. You know, you gotta show that you got style. You gotta,
Yeah.
you know, yeah, man. It comes with the image. I mean, my dad once actually said, the way you dress tells exactly who you are.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
even the way you walk, the way you talk, it comes with, you know,
For sure.
who you are. Yeah.
We spoke about it a little bit earlier on, but dog, I want to know, man, like from a sustainability perspective, right? Child star, dad who was a superstar. What would you say, your advice, your 2 cents in terms of what it takes to actually sustain a career like that? Your dad did it, you've done it, you're continuing to do it.
Yeah, I still gotta get that doctorate though.
I know,
My
but
dad got the doctorate, bro.
shout out to dad,
You know?
right?
Yeah, man. So
But
yeah.
but you're still in the process, right?
Yes,
Your story is still being written.
Yes.
But in an era where you've got the TikToks, you've got the Instagrams, you've got the Twitters, where everything comes and goes like this.
Yeah.
What would you say if you're speaking to somebody that was a child star, that is going to get some fame at some point, to say, this is what I did to stay in the game? What would you say to them?
I'd say, like, beyond, like, I think even my dad got inspired by people like Bob Marley, you know, and, you know, the likes like Burning Spear, but he
Yeah.
was more of a reggae head.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? So I think for me, I also look up to people like Lauryn Hill, people like Bob Marley, people like Chris Brown, you know, in terms of vocal ability and whatnot, you know? So
Yeah.
I think the main thing to do is to make sure that you perfect your craft
Yeah.
to begin with. And like also compare yourself with the greats, man, and try to surpass whatever they've been doing. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And also then when you've now found yourself in that level where you feel like, hey man, even if it's a Bob Marley, you can bring it on right now. You know what I'm saying?
I can
Then
go.
you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So then you can now just also just do whatever you want to do. Because I feel like from there, you're flexible enough to play with this music thing to a point where it doesn't matter what's happening out there.
Yes, sir.
And your fans are now household fans. They're about your music. The moment you drop, they don't care what's happening out there.
They're
I'm
about
getting
it.
You know? I'm getting the P-Post man out.
I got you.
You feel me? Yeah.
I
So,
got
yeah.
you. Look, I want to play something, a quick little game, but fun game, right? As we do around here.
I like your boy.
All the time, right?
yeah.
So I'm going to ask you a question. You're going to have to just choose whatever option that I give you, or you can answer the question however you want, right?
Okay. All right, cool.
I mean, Postman, after all.
I feel you.
Since, look, we are basketball and all, b-ball and all.
Yeah.
I want you to name 3 NBA players that you know right now that you just kind of like? You're just like, I like this guy.
I like Steve Curry.
Okay, so you're a Steph guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Steph Curry.
Yeah.
Yes. Who else?
You look like a LeBron guy.
I am a LeBron guy.
You got that LeBron thing. You know, LeBron just has
And
this...
Bryant's as well. You know, like me. You know what I mean? Like I.
Oh,
really,
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
for real,
Okay.
for
Okay.
real.
Represent.
For real.
Yeah.
Well, I used to like the old school guys though. You know, like you know,
got
your
you.
Michael Jordans, your Patricks.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So like, I'm an old school cat.
I get
you know, so
So that era for you was the biggest
like
one.
yeah, you know,
Okay.
but well, I see the boys doing their thing, you know.
Yeah,
Shout out
yeah.
to everybody that's doing this.
Shout out to Steph. I mean, he just won a championship.
He's
you know what
the
I mean?
bomb, though.
Yeah.
But
no,
isn't
he's
he,
nice.
Isn't he like short for the work that he does? Like
The fact that he's
like
shorter,
he's shorter than most.
but he does what he does
I think
means
that's
the greatness is on another level, right?
Yeah. for real.
Yeah. He's about 6'1", 6'2", actually. All right. I want you to choose one of these options, yeah? Since you're from vendor, you're a vendor king,
Yeah.
all right?
Vendor God. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
okay. Shay,
Yeah.
Black Leopards, which is a team from vendor, or Kaiser Chiefs. Which one do you choose? Leopards or Chiefs?
Hey man, it's gotta go home, man. Black Leopard.
You taking it back home?
It's gotta go back home, man.
Vendor
Bring it
represent,
home.
right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Music-wise, R&B or rap?
R&B.
Straight up.
Straight up.
Damn.
R&B.
I would have said, based on how you're dressed, I would have said rap.
I do rap, but I sing on another level on that R&B.
Yeah.
So I gotta go with the R&B. You know what I mean?
I got you, man. I'm gonna throw you under the bus just a little bit. I want you to choose one of these iconic legends, okay? Corbett Mukwebo or Lucky Dube.
Ah, my G, come on. That's a
I
biased.
gotta
that's a
do
very
it,
biased
dog.
and obvious one.
I had to do it. I had to do it.
It's gotta be the legendary Dr. Corbett Mukwebo.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
With
yeah.
the doctor in the beginning.
You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Get it right. Say it right.
Look, I mean, in South Africa, in the UK, in West Africa, East Africa, we are about the Amapiano wave right now. It's killing it. It's captured the game by storm. So, Amapiano as a genre of music or hip hop for you right now? Tough one, huh?
Hip hop.
Hip hop?
Yeah.
Okay, so you hip hop all the way.
I'm hip hop, bro. Like even if I'm jumping on my piano track,
Yes.
which I'm doing.
Yes.
By the way, I'm currently doing.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about that, if possible?
All right, cool. I've got there's a track that I jumped on by Gooseba Banana.
Okay.
Featuring Murumba Pitch.
Ooh.
Yeah, and it's Gooseba Banana featuring Murumba Pitch and yours truly, Postman. Yeah.
I can't wait to hear that
Yeah,
because
nice. It's
I
actually-
gotta tell you something.
Yeah.
Murumba Pitch, dog.
Murumba, dog.
Murumba
That
Pitch?
Murumba, dog. Yeah.
My goodness, I've heard him. I mean, he's worked with everybody. He's worked with Kamsa the Small. He's worked with everybody else.
Yeah.
But that guy,
Those guys. Those guys.
I can't wait to hear. All right?
For real. Shout out to them.
Shout out to
Yeah.
So right now, who would you say, besides you, is the best Limpopo artist? And obviously artists are international, but who's from Limpopo, other than yourself, right now?
Limpopo as a whole, not like Venda,
Limpopo
right?
as a whole, yes. Gotta show some love to Limpopo, baby. You feel me?
Code Lamaya.
Code Lamaya. Interesting choice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Code Lamaya.
Shout out. Shout out. Look, man, if you had to start from the beginning,
Yeah.
would you rather have the money, the resources, or would you rather have the talent and hustle for the money later? Knowing what you know, having been in the game as long as you have been, where you've either had both or one at a time, which one would you want to start with? Money or talent?
The money.
I literally thought you were gonna say, nah, I need the talent first, dog. You want the guaps?
The money.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll tell you why. The talent needs the money a lot to actually be, because like, if you look at it out there, I think there's very little talent.
Okay.
You know, there's very little talent, but people are actually out there doing the most.
So the resources are being pumped into whatever it is they got.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And you can, I mean, I've actually seen that you can make anybody an artist.
Okay.
If you have the money.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You can create a wave just by, you know. I mean, who's this guy? Man's not hot. Man's not hot. You know what I mean?
Yes.
That guy made like a crazy wave at some point, and it wasn't because he's got the bars or but it's because his music was being marketed well.
I get you.
You know what
or
I'm
you
saying?
can even throw in things like Gundam style.
You know what I mean?
In that as well. Yeah.
You feel me? You feel
Exactly,
me? So
yeah.
that's why I would rather go with the money first.
Okay. Okay. I mean, it's a fair choice, right?
Yeah.
You'd rather have the guap so that you can do what you need to do.
Exactly.
Dog, I appreciate you taking the time and coming through, man, and
thank you so
blessing
much,
us with your presence and your talent.
Man, I'm about this b-ball and all.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for having me and all. Yeah,
See,
man.
that's why you say you rap, because right now I was about to be like...
I was just about to, but I was like, nah, man, let me not, don't make that call, you know what I mean?
But before you go, what's
Word.
next for you, dog? What are your upcoming projects besides this track that you just told me about with Murumba Pitch and Homie as well?
Yeah.
What other things are you working on right now?
I'm gonna release the reloaded version to my Real Talk album.
Okay.
Yeah. I just had like tracks that didn't even make it on the first version, so watch out for that. It's gonna have like beautiful tracks up in there. Let me just surprise you with that one. Yeah. And also I'm dropping a video from Real Talk on a track called Bongo.
Nice.
Which was shot by a Weezy Odd in Cape Town. Super awesome video. I'm looking forward to dropping it, and I can't wait for you guys to see it, man.
Yeah, man. Hopefully we can get it so we can rock it right here at home,
I'm
right?
hooking y'all up with the trailer.
Straight up.
Appreciate
you, dog.
And then also I don't know if y'all know that I'm right now like independent. I'm running like an independent stable called Lion Voice Empire. Got my boy Code Lamaya. He's my little brother.
Shout out.
He dropped an album called Dracos and Choppers. It's an EP actually. He's gonna be dropping more content. That's one focus that I'm actually, focusing on as well.
Yeah.
Just trying to make sure my boy is out there doing the most.
Yeah.
So watch out for Code Lamaya. Yeah, man. And yeah, man, more projects coming through. My siblings are gonna be releasing as well. So that's more of that content that's coming, man.
The flex game.
More of that
My
content.
sibling. I wish I could say my siblings. You know what I'm saying?
I love
They're
that I can
releasing
say
some
that
music.
about my siblings, man. Trust.
Appreciate you, dog.
Yeah.
Look, that's all the time that we have for this week. Shout out to my guy. He's known by many things, but he's simply Percy Mukwebo in a nutshell. And I want him to do something a little special for me. I want him to close off the show. I can close off the show just fine. But I need you, dog. Holla at me. Should I cue you?
How you gonna kill me?
3, 2,
Oh, you
1.
talking about that.
Boom.
Said I'm a true definition of a hustler. Postman, man, I'm a hustler. I've never been a buster, and yes, I'm a rasta. That's who I am, son of the lion. Di mukondere apa bakwevo. Eyo ndi mwana wa bakwevo.
Yeah.
Yorizi kosi zangangeno. Yes, sir. Postman out of this, man.
Oh, my God. And we are. Just like that. We are, baby. Ah!